Everyone has heard this phrase before. Hard work pays off. Parents say it. Teachers say it. Athletes say it. Successful entrepreneurs swear by it. But if that's true, why do some people work 14-hour shifts their entire lives and never become rich? Why do some people seem to succeed with half the effort? Does hard work actually pay off? Or is it just something people tell themselves? Today, we're going beyond motivation and looking at the science, psychology, and logic behind one of the most famous life lessons ever. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why hard work isn't a guarantee of success, but it is one of the strongest predictors of improvement. Part 1. The biggest misunderstanding. The biggest mistake people make is believing this equation. Hard work equals success. That's simply not true. You can work incredibly hard at the wrong thing. You can spend years practicing bad habits. You can pour thousands of hours into something that nobody wants. Hard work alone doesn't create success. Instead, the real equation looks like this. Hard work plus direction plus consistency plus learning equals massive improvement. Success isn't a reward for effort. It's a reward for becoming valuable. And hard work is the tool that helps you become valuable. Part 2. Your brain changes when you work hard. Here's something incredible. Every time you practice a skill, your brain physically changes. This is called neuroplasticity. Your brain isn't fixed. It's constantly rewiring itself based on what you repeatedly do. The more you practice something, the stronger those neural connections become. Think about learning to drive. At first, everything feels impossible. You're thinking about the steering wheel, the mirrors, the pedals, the traffic. It's overwhelming. But after enough practice, driving becomes automatic. Not because the task became easier, because your brain became better. Hard work literally reshapes your brain. You're building a more efficient version of yourself. Every repetition strengthens the pathways responsible for that skill. That's why experts don't look like they're trying harder. They are operating on a brain that's been trained for thousands of hours. Part 3. Small improvements become huge results. Most people expect success to happen all at once. Reality works differently. Progress compounds. Imagine improving by just 1% every day. One day doesn't matter. Neither does a week. But months later, the difference becomes enormous. This is how athletes become champions. How musicians become masters. How businesses grow. Tiny improvements repeated over long periods create extraordinary results. People often quit because they don't see immediate progress. But nature doesn't work that way. A seed doesn't become a tree overnight. It grows underground first. The same thing happens with your skills. For a long time, nothing seems to happen. Then suddenly, people think you became successful overnight. They never saw the years of invisible growth. Part 4. Why hard work feels so difficult. If hard work is so beneficial, why does our brain resist it? The answer goes back thousands of years. Our ancestors survived by conserving energy. Food wasn't guaranteed. Every calorie mattered. So the human brain evolved to avoid unnecessary effort. Even today, your brain constantly asks, "Can I do this later? Is there an easier way?" That's why scrolling social media feels easier than reading. Watching videos feels easier than studying. Sleeping feels easier than exercising. Your brain prefers immediate rewards over long-term rewards. This is called instant gratification. Hard work requires delaying that gratification. You're choosing future rewards over present comfort, and that's something the brain naturally resists. Part 5. What successful people do differently. People often think successful individuals are simply more motivated, but research suggests something different. They rely less on motivation and more on habits. Motivation changes every day. Some mornings you'll feel unstoppable. Other mornings you'll want to quit. If you only work when you're motivated, you'll never stay consistent. Discipline is showing up even when motivation disappears. The world's greatest athletes don't train only when they feel inspired. Writers don't write only when they're excited. Musicians don't practice only when they're in the mood. They build systems. Eventually, the work becomes part of their identity. Instead of saying, "I have to practice," they become the kind of person who practices. That small mental shift changes everything. Conclusion. So, does hard work pay off? Yes, but maybe not in the way people think. Hard work doesn't promise fame. It doesn't promise wealth. It doesn't guarantee success. What it does guarantee is growth. Every focused hour makes you a little more skilled, a little more disciplined, a little more capable than you were yesterday. And those small improvements compound into opportunities that never existed before. The people we admire aren't usually the people who got lucky once. They're the people who kept improving long enough for luck to find them. So the next time someone tells you, hard work pays off, remember this. Hard work doesn't magically change your future. It changes you. And when you change, your future begins to change with you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want more life lessons explained through science, psychology, and real-world logic, consider subscribing. There's a lot more to explore.